Hi guys, so I thought I would sit down today after a very long break and do my makeup with you really quick. I'm just going to do something that's pretty basic and simple, and a lot of this stuff is drugstore, but I will tell you what it is as I go, and I'm going to try to go ahead and get it done as quickly as possible, and we'll just see what happens. So I've already done my moisturizer and everything, and I know I have some very dark circles. I don't know, it's probably just stress and not sleeping enough and all that good stuff. So anyway, first thing I'm gonna do is use this this is the Milani Rose Primer, the Prep and Hydrate. I really do like this. It smells really, really good. Just a lotiony consistency. And I'm going to just put that all over. And parts of this I might speed up also, because it'd be pretty boring to watch the entire video of me strictly applying makeup. But it goes on as a lotiony consistency. It's very lightweight though, and it melts in or blends in pretty quickly. All right. So I'll let that sit for a second. It's going to be my foundation, and this is the Hourglass. This is the stick foundation, and I have this in the shade Shell. So it looks like this. If you've never seen it, it's just a triangle. I was super hesitant to use this to start with because I didn't know how a stick foundation, I'd never used one before. I didn't know how that was going to go. But now that I've used it, I really like it, and it's actually medium to full coverage if you really, really want it to be. So I just kind of do it like this on my face, and I'm going to be, I'm sorry if you can hear my husband talking in the background. He is working from home because he still has his job, which is great, but he has conference calls. And the brush I'm using is the BK Beauty 101 brush. I really love this brush. It's from Lisa J here on YouTube. I'm sure you guys know exactly who she is. But I ordered a couple of these brushes when they came back in stock, maybe 2 months ago, I guess. And I just went ahead and got 2 of them. And anyway, so it blends really well. It blends really, really well. Especially using this brush with this foundation. I have not tried to blend this foundation out with a beauty blender yet, so I don't know how that would go. But I mean, I'm sure it would be fine. It's just, I'm really in love with this brush right now, so. Okay, so I'm probably going to speed this part up and get the rest of my foundation on, and then I'll be right back. A lot of redness going on. I don't know if it's just that it's summer here in Alabama, and it's been so incredibly hot and humid. I mean, I know it has been in a lot of places. It seems like I just am not handling it as well this year as I normally do. So anyway, also I have a few breakouts like right along my jawline, which I've never had my entire life, and I guess it's because of the whole wearing a mask, and that's the only thing I can attribute it to, is that the mask comes down and it's literally right along my jawline. And I've never had that issue ever. So the next thing I'm gonna do is go in with the concealer, and this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and this is in the shade Ivory Rose. I got these off of Ulta's website. I believe it was Ulta's website. I'm just gonna take that and just put it on those darker circles. Or not, yeah, I guess it is a circle, it's darker spots. And then just conceal a little bit where I have a few little breakouts. I'm sure this came in an Ipsy bag, but it's got like an angled head on it, which is really good for blending out concealer. And I'm just going to blend that. When I do my concealer, I don't use an eye primer anymore. I used to go through a lot of steps, all the steps for my makeup, and I don't know, I've simplified a lot, so now I just take my concealer and just take it up over my eye also, and then just kind of blend it under like that. And then we're gonna do this side. Sorry about that. I sold some stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and I set myself an alarm so I wouldn't forget to go meet the girl. So that is my life these days. Anyway, so I am just blending this side out. I like that concealer pretty well. It really covers what I need it to for the most part. I mean, as well as can be covered, like my dark circles and stuff. Of course, I know that's pretty difficult to get completely covered up, but I've missed making videos. I just honestly had no drive or I don't know, passion to do it. I mean, most days, until, you know, recently kind of, I mean, since I guess the end of March, I really have barely even been wearing makeup because we haven't been going anywhere and I haven't really had anything to dress up for. Next thing I'm gonna do is set that under my eyes, and this is the e.l.f. Sheer Under Eye Brightener powder, supposed to be. I didn't really hear about this anywhere. I just saw it on the website, so it's a really small container, but it doesn't cost very much. So I just get a little bit into the cap, and then I just get this other brush that I'm sure is from Ipsy, and I just put that on there and blend that out. And it just helps to brighten it a little bit more than it was. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Set everything. I'm using this Pharmacy. This is the powder. This is the pressed powder, and this is the number 1. I believe it's just the light shade. I have a cousin who is dealing in selling the Pharmacy makeup now, so I placed one order with her, but I placed a pretty large order, and I haven't tried anything that I have not liked. Maybe I'll do a whole video of just the Pharmacy makeup, because I think I got enough stuff to do a whole face minus bronzer, I think. So anyway, to do this pressed powder, I'm just going to take this powder brush from Real Techniques. I'm just going to get some on the brush, and then I'm just going to go around the rest of my face. I don't put a whole lot because I don't want it to get cakey, but do enough that I feel like I'm covered a little bit more. Just mattify it down some, since it feels like I'll start sweating as soon as I walk out the door now. That's pretty much it. It just adds a teeny tiny bit of color, but it's actually really good pressed powder. I don't find that it creases the lines or anything. It usually lasts the majority of the day that I'm out. You know, if I'm out all day or even if I'm just at home, it's just a good pressed powder. Bronzer is my Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula that I've been working on for well over a year now, but I made a significant dent in it. So I'm just gonna go in with that, and this is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and I really like this for bronzer because it's just kind of flat and dense in it. Just take the bronzer, still go underneath my cheekbones, and then I also take it up onto my forehead a little bit, just whatever's left on the brush. I still love this bronzer. So for blush, I'm using the Glossier Cloud Paint, and this is in the shade Beam. And it's a cream blush, which is surprising because I don't like cream products, honestly. I got the idea for this, though, from Angie at Hot and Flashy, or on Hot and Flashy, rather, is her channel. And she used this in like a super natural, just glowy makeup tutorial that she did. And I really, really liked it. And just from that, just from her tutorial, I ordered it, even though I don't like cream products. And surprisingly, I actually really, really like this. So I just get a very, very, very minimal amount. And I just put about, 3 or 4 dots on my cheekbone here. And then just smile so you can get your cheek. And I just blend it up. And I actually really like the blush. I like it a whole lot more than I thought I would. And it does just kind of give you just a natural, I don't know, it's just really pretty. This is the shade Beam from Glossier. And then for eyes, I'm going to be using this the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Essentials palette. I've had this for a couple years, and I don't even know if they have this anymore, but I really like it. It's just sort of a really good travel palette. It's just got your basic nudes in it. So I'm using this Lisa Frank brush, which I think these are so cute. Going with this shade right here called Passion. And I'm going to do that in my crease. Also, let me know where you guys are from and what is the temperature there right this minute. I don't know what it is right now, but I know it's so hot. It's nothing new for our summer. Like I said, I just feel like I haven't handled it as well this year, and I grew up here. So anyway, I'm gonna take that exact same brush and I'm gonna go in with the very darkest shade here called Intrigue. I'm just gonna get a very little bit this. I'm just gonna do a little bit in my outer corner. Go ahead and put it on this side also. I don't need it all for one side. And then I just blend that up into the crease also, just to mix with that other color. And then just buff it into the lid. Make sure it blends really well so you don't get any harsh edges or anything. It sort of helps deepen it up just a little bit, not too much, but just a little. There's a vanilla shade right here, it's called Wonder. And I just put a little bit of that on my finger. And then I just put that on the remainder of my lid and sort of drag it over to where that darker color is. And just make sure it's blended up into the crease really well. And it just sort of finishes off the lid, the inner corner anyway. So I didn't have any shadow there yet. So just to make it a little bit sparkly since we're on camera today, I'm gonna use, this is also a shadow that I got from Ipsy. It's in the shade Queen Bee. It's like a color pop-ish consistency, pigmentation type thing. And I'm just gonna put a little bit over the lid from the corner and then all the way over just a little. Nothing like super glam sparkly, but it's just, I don't know, it adds something really, it adds a little something extra, of course. For mascara today, I'm using this one from Tarte. It's a sample also that I got from Ipsy. This is the Tarte this is the Surfer Curl, is that what it's called? Yeah, it's called Surfer Curl. And I don't know, I don't really know what's supposed to be that special about it. I don't think it's waterproof. I guess the brush is a little bit curved, but anyway, let's see if I can do this here. I apologize again for looking behind you guys in the vanity mirror, but I don't feel like I can see well enough to not do that yet. I'm gonna practice some. Anyway, usually I just go one coat on the upper, or you know, back and forth a couple times, one coat on the lower. And I find this wears really, really well during the day, and I find it separates my lashes, you know, very, very well. I really like it. I mean, I guess you can definitely tell a difference between this eye and this eye. Get a little closer, you can definitely tell. But anyway, I'm gonna do this eye. Like I said, this really does separate really, really well. And I've been using this mascara for 3 or 4 months now, and it's just a sample. So this is one of those samples that I will absolutely buy a full size once the sample's dried up, or once I use it all up, whichever comes first. So just kind of do a couple just kind of light coats on the top. Make sure everything's separated out really well. And make sure the lowers have just a little bit. Okay, I think that looks pretty okay. Lips, you guys know I don't do lipstick, but I love lip gloss, and this is also the Pharmacy brand lip gloss, and I really, really like this one. I don't have a name on this, it's just in the shade 02, but it's like a peachy color, which I really gravitate toward the peachy color glosses a lot. But it's got a doe foot applicator, you can see there, and it's not super sticky, and it smells really good, and it gives me just enough shine. So I was gonna do my hair and everything. I think today I'm just gonna leave it exactly the way it is for now, and maybe I'll do the hair along with the makeup in the next video, but I just kind of wanted to hop on here and say, hey to you guys, and I hope that everyone's doing well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!